In life, we all dream of achieving something great. Some dream of becoming doctors, some engineers, some entrepreneurs, and some simply wish for a life of peace and respect. But no matter what the dream is, one truth remains the same. Dreams alone cannot take us forward. Motivation may excite us for a moment, but without daily discipline, that motivation becomes useless. This is the story of a young boy named Ethan, who had a dream bigger than himself. Ethan grew up in a middle-class family in a small town. His father worked hard to provide for the family, and his mother always encouraged him to study. From childhood, people around him had only one advice: work hard in studies and your life will be secure. Ethan's dream was to clear one of the toughest competitive exams in the country. He wanted not just success, but also to make his family proud. Like many of us, Ethan would get motivated easily. Whenever he saw a motivational video or heard a topper's success speech, he would tell himself, "From tomorrow, I will study 10 hours a day. I will change my life completely." The thought filled him with excitement. He would take out fresh notebooks, plan his timetable, and sit down with full energy. But by the second or third day, that excitement faded. He would wake up late, scroll through his phone, waste time with friends, and tell himself, "Maybe tomorrow I'll be serious." Days became weeks, weeks became months, but Ethan's preparation was still weak. Each failure pushed him deeper into frustration. Why can't I stay consistent? Why do I always go back to my old habits? One evening, when Ethan was sitting hopelessly at his desk, his uncle, a schoolteacher, visited him. He looked at Ethan's messy table, full of unfinished notes and untouched books, and asked gently, "Ethan, what's troubling you?" Ethan replied, "Uncle, I try so hard to stay motivated. I make big plans, but I can never follow them. I feel like a failure." His uncle smiled and said, "Tomorrow morning, come with me to the school playground. I want to show you something." The next morning, Ethan reluctantly followed. The playground was filled with children practicing running. His uncle pointed to one boy who was running slowly, but steadily, around the track. "Do you see him? He runs here every morning. Not fast, not perfect, but every single day without fail. And because of that discipline, he's the best long-distance runner in our school." Ethan looked surprised. "But he's not running very fast today." His uncle nodded. "Speed is not the key. Consistency is. Motivation makes you run fast for a day, but discipline makes you run slow and steady every day. And in the end, discipline always wins." Then, his uncle told him a story. There was once a stonecutter who wanted to break a huge rock. He hit it once, twice, 10 times, but nothing happened. 50 times, still no crack. 99 times, still nothing. But on the 100th strike, the rock finally split apart. "Now tell me, Ethan, was it the last strike that broke the rock?" Ethan thought and replied, "No, it was the result of all 100 strikes." His uncle smiled. "Exactly. Success is never about one big effort. It's about small efforts repeated again and again until the result shows. This is the power of consistency." Those words sank deep into Ethan's heart. That very day, Ethan decided to stop chasing motivation and start practicing discipline. Instead of making big promises, he set small but consistent goals. He began with just 2 hours of focused study daily. No matter what happened, whether he felt tired, lazy, or distracted, he made sure those 2 hours were completed. Slowly, those 2 hours became 4, then 6. He fixed a routine, waking up early, studying in sessions, exercising a little to stay active, and avoiding distractions. His friends laughed, "You're missing out on fun." But Ethan stayed firm. There were days he felt exhausted, days he doubted himself, but he remembered his uncle's words. Discipline is like fire. It burns steadily every day. Months passed, and Ethan began to see changes. Concepts that once confused him now felt easier. His confidence grew, not because of a sudden burst of motivation, but because of steady progress. During mock tests, his scores improved bit by bit. His teachers noticed his dedication. Even his parents, who once worried, now felt proud of his determination. Finally, the day of the competitive exam arrived. Ethan wasn't nervous like before, because he knew he had put in the work consistently. He entered the exam hall with quiet confidence. Weeks later, when the results were declared, Ethan's name was among the top scorers. His years of consistent effort had finally paid off. When people asked him, "Ethan, what's your secret? How did you do it?" he simply said, "Firm, motivating." Motivation comes and goes. Discipline stays. Success is not about studying 12 hours in one day and then giving up. It's about studying 3 or 4 hours every single day without fail. Motivation is like a spark. Discipline is the fire that keeps burning. So, my friend, remember this: if you're preparing for an exam or chasing any dream, don't rely only on motivation. Build discipline, because small, consistent efforts every day create big results over time. Motivation can make you dream, but discipline can make your dream a reality. Thank you for watching Wisdom Tales. Here, every story teaches you not just wisdom for life, but also helps you learn and practice English in a simple, natural way. Subscribe today and join us every week for powerful stories that make your life better and your English stronger.